across all of human history, from emperors draped in gold to billionaires launching rockets into space. One truth has never changed. Wealth is not a number, it's a level of power. And the higher you climb, the more the world bends to your will. But what does life actually look like at each of these levels? And how close are today's billionaires to the kings and conquerors of the past? Let's break down the 5 true levels of wealth, from the merely comfortable to the modern-day emperors.
If you received 1 silver coin every single second, in ancient Rome, it would take you less than 2 weeks to accumulate the wealth of a second-tier noble. But if you wanted to reach the fortune of a king or an emperor, it wouldn't take days or months, it would take decades. This simple comparison shows one truth: wealth has always been relative. In the age of ancient empires, during the Industrial Revolution, and even today in the world of modern billionaires. But contrary to what most people imagine, wealth isn't just divided into poor and rich. Throughout history, and even right now, there are 5 completely distinct levels of wealth. And each level not only changes how people live, but also shapes their worldview, their power, their influence, and even their historical destiny. Today, we're going to explore these 5 levels, from the kings of the ancient world to the billionaires of the 21st century, and discover what each level truly means, what powers it grants, and what hidden financial mysteries lie behind them.
Level 1. The affluent class/social elite. This level represents the minor nobility, small landowners, and successful merchants of the past, and today it aligns with the global top 1% of income earners. In ancient Rome, they were the Equestrians, people who were neither senators nor emperors, but who owned war horses, held homes in the city center, and enjoyed significant social prestige. Today, if you earn over $200,000 a year, you are, on a global scale, within the top 1%. But just like in Rome, this does not mean boundless or generational wealth. At this level, the income is high, but the assets are not immense. Living expenses rise with lifestyle. Complete financial security does not exist. Work is still necessary to maintain the lifestyle. There is no direct political power, but there is social respect. Historically, the same pattern held true. This group always carried bigger ambitions, yet their distance from the true centers of power remained vast.
Level 2 and 3. The wealthy elite and economic power class. Level 2. Net worth of $10 to $30 million. Historically, the nobility. In the past, these individuals were Europe's nobles. They owned land, collected steady income, and were protected from the sudden shock of poverty. Their modern equivalents include highly successful entrepreneurs, ultra-high-earning physicians and attorneys, investors and owners of mid-sized companies. Characteristics of Level 2. Multiple homes. International travel as a lifestyle, not a luxury. Genuine financial security. Limited influence. Ability to fund local initiatives and shape their immediate environment. But despite their comfort, they still haven't entered the real game of power. Level 3. Net worth of $30 to $100 million. Historically, regional lords and court families. History shows clearly what happens at this stage. These were the regional power holders, informal governors, major landowners, or advisors to kings and ruling dynasties. Today, their modern counterparts are owners of large companies, C-level executives of major corporations, major investors, individuals with broad social and economic influence. Life at Level 3. You travel exclusively 5-star. Your network includes both local and national politicians. You have staff, assistants, and advisors. You attend rare, invitation-only global events.
Nearly every form of luxury is accessible to you. But just like in the royal courts of old, this is the level where people begin comparing themselves not to society, but to others at their own level. And that comparison ensures that nothing ever feels like enough.
Level 4. Wealth of $100 million to $1 billion. Historically, minor royal houses and regional rulers. At this level, a fundamental transformation occurs. Wealth becomes power. Historically, this group included city-state kings, local princes, small sovereign rulers, massive landowners, and influential dynastic families like the Medici. Today, their modern equivalents are owners of global brands, CEOs and major shareholders of large corporations, high-influence business figures, ultra-wealthy individuals with political proximity. Characteristics of Level 4. Multiple large estates with full staff, luxury vehicles stationed in several countries, private aviation as a normal mode of travel, direct relationships with celebrities, athletes, and cultural icons, ability to purchase rare art, jewelry, and unique historical items, access to experiences that simply do not exist for the general public. But the most important point is this. At this level, wealth is no longer just a collection of conveniences. It becomes a personal power system. And that system is exactly what built the great ruling families throughout history.
Level 5. $1 billion and above. The modern emperors. Throughout history, this level of wealth belonged to emperors, caliphs, pharaohs, absolute monarchs, rulers of empires that reshaped the world. Today, this realm belongs to billionaires, individuals whose power operates beyond borders. At this stage, 1. Money equals time. There are no lines, no waiting, no scheduling limits. Private jets, helicopters, personal chefs, and full life management teams eliminate nearly every constraint. 2. Money equals access. You can reach almost anyone on the planet, from global political leaders to world-famous artists. 3. Money equals political influence. Through lobbying, campaign funding, and strategic alliances, you can influence elections and even steer global policies. 4. Money equals impact on history. You can save thousands of lives or reshape the future of an entire technology. With billions, you can alter the direction of industries or even the trajectory of nations. But just like the kings and emperors of the past, there are things money can never buy. Real love, genuine trust, escape from death or illness, freedom from loneliness. No empire, ancient or modern, has ever held everything. And in the end, if you're watching this video, you are likely already within the wealthiest 25% of the world, something we often forget.